Hello. So a few days ago I sowed some poppy seeds. I sowed Amazing Gray poppies, Black Peony poppies, and Iceland poppies, which are a hybrid. Anyways, today I'm sowing a couple of more like cool flowers. So by cool flowers, I mean they're very cold tolerant. They oftentimes prefer a cooler summer, which is great because in Alaska, that's all we get is a cool summer. It doesn't really heat up that much. These plants don't like to experience so much heat, and in fact, the way that I have to sow them, it makes it a little bit difficult because they like the cool temperatures so much. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I do this. I'm doing larkspur and I'm doing sweet peas. So both of these are kind of like finicky in the way that you need to start them, and you want to start them about like 5 to 7 weeks, I think, before you plant them out. For me, I think I've usually started them a little bit sooner. I'm starting everything a little bit later this year. I'm not like so worried about it. They grow so much quicker when they're outside in the ground, so I'm not losing that much time even if I am a little bit late, but I also might not be that late. I've started things way too early in the past, so we'll just see how it goes this year. So I'm currently soaking my sweet pea seeds. I don't think that you have to do that necessarily, but I've always been told to soak them for a couple of hours before. My germination has always been pretty good. They're pretty thick seeds, so maybe it just takes a while for the water to like get in there and tell the seed to start waking up and to start germinating. So I'm gonna leave those for a little while longer while I sow my larkspur, and I'm sowing them. Normally I start in those like smaller 6-cell little packs, and those are for like a 72 cell on a 10-20 tray, but I am using these bigger ones just because larkspur develop long tap roots and they don't like to be transplanted. In fact, a lot of people just direct sow them, which is recommended. That's what it says on the back of the seed packet. For me, it's a lot better to start them indoors anyways. And I just like to get them started in a deeper cell. And if I'm not able to get them planted out in time, I'll just transplant them into something even deeper. Maybe something like these solo cups that today I'm going to be using to plant my sweet peas in. Sweet peas also have super long roots. I'm doing even longer like containers for the sweet peas because those roots just grow so much quicker, and I think sweet peas in general just grow so much quicker, so I won't be expecting myself to be potting that up. I'll just let it grow in these big, longer containers. I do have like a set of root trainers, which are like even deeper than that. They're just long and you can open them up like a book and sort of pull out, you know, that long cell of your potting mix and the roots. Except that my root trainers are out underneath the snow right now. Like I can see a part of it peeking out from underneath the snow, but it's, you know, too frozen in there right now for me to get them. So I'll use these solo cups that I already had. So I just pulled my larkspur seeds out of the fridge. I've been keeping them in the fridge door. It says to aid germination, you can chill these in the fridge for 7 days, so that's about like 35 degrees Fahrenheit or 2 degrees Celsius. So if you do it for 7 days before you start sowing them, that's going to improve germination rates, which is great because larkspur has, like on these test packets, it kind of ranges. This one, which is the QIS white, is 76% germination, and this I got this year. I just bought these. I've the QIS dark blue, that's 81%. So it already is going to be, it's not going to be 100% germination, so whatever I can do to improve it. Also, the fact that to germinate, you want to germinate these at a temperature of about 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 12 degrees Celsius, and they don't really do well if they're grown at a higher temperature than that, which makes it kind of difficult because for most of my other seeds, they like temperatures between like 65 to 75 to germinate at. I don't want to keep them with my other seeds. I have my garage closet where I put now my Lisianthus seedlings, I put them down there because we're not heating our garage currently at the moment. It does get the ambient heat from the house, and it is insulated from the outside, so it's not freezing in there, but it's not heated. So it stays pretty cold. I don't know exactly how cold it is, so I might be putting my larkspur down there to germinate. I might also, if that is too cold, so I might also just put it up against my kitchen, like the French doors in the kitchen, because it just always stays a little bit colder right next to that glass. And, you know, I'm opening the door pretty often for my dog to come in and out. Yeah, he's just like a little spoiled prince that I let him out anytime he wants to, which is often throughout the day. Yeah, the cold air comes in. It stays like a little bit cooler there than the rest of the house, so maybe that's a good spot. I'll have to, you know, just be measuring some temperatures before I'm fully confident in where I'm gonna put this. Okay, so I have my chilled seeds. I have my, you know, cell packs already filled with potting mix. Larkspur is not something that you surface sow, but I do want to give it enough space underneath it to develop those long tap roots. They require darkness for germination, so I'm just gonna, you know, make a few divots. I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 in each cell. Honestly, maybe I'll do 4 in each cell. I would like a lot of larkspur. They're great to dry. In fact, I still have dried larkspur flowers that I use downstairs in the Airbnb. So they last a super long time. I want to grow a lot of these so I can do the same thing. So I can have a lot more dried flowers, and they make for great like fresh cut flowers as well. Okay, so I have my larkspur seeds done. The varieties that I planted are QIS Carmine, QIS Dark Blue, Misty Lavender, and QIS White. I'll be putting those away a little bit later, but first I wanted to get around to sowing my sweet pea seeds. So they've been soaking in water for like maybe a couple of hours now. I think they're about ready. The varieties that I am sowing are this Early Mammoth mix, and a Mammoth Choice mix from Johnny Seeds. And I have these solo cups, so I've just been like punching some like holes in the bottom with a knife. There's probably better, safer ways to do this, but okay, so I've got some drainage holes in here. Just been popping it with a knife. So I'm just filling this up with potting mix, these solo cups. I will push maybe like 3 or 4, I'll do 4 seeds into one solo cup. Push it down a little bit, and then I'll top it off with a little bit more. So I'm leaving like a quarter, like an 1/8 to a quarter of an inch of potting mix on top of these seeds. And then I'm gonna water them in. So I'm just gonna do that for the rest of my sweet pea seed. But right now I'm just gonna stop recording while I just get all this done, all the busy work done. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.